Hello guys, the date is 22nd of May, it's late, it's 10 o'clock, and I want to go through, for a lot of you guys who are my delegates, I know you, well, I'm guessing you're probably desperate to do trades, and especially for those of you who have only done the stock course. You need to also be talking to me. If you're not an unlimited wealth client and you've only done the stock course, you need to talk to me about the forex course. And this is not strictly speaking a sales pitch. It's simply an opportunity. That I cannot believe the number of strategies that are triggering on the end of day stuff, which is kind of the forex version of the stock setups. And we just haven't seen that since June last year. The market just started going crazy, and it's actually starting to trend now. There's been I can actually show you. There's just been some unbelievable setups here, and this one is just such a nice uptrend. Nice pullback, triggered today, income generator for our currencies. And there's a couple more as well. This is that's pound Swissy, Euro cable. Same thing here. Don't worry about the version I'm using. You can use the version 10 of eSignal for this as well. Just triggering short. I've just been going through them. The setups are unbelievable. I'm only taking about half of the trade calls I'm doing simply because I don't have time to manage because I'm coaching as much as I am. But I really have to encourage you. Give me a shout. Send me an email if you're interested in just finding about the forex course. Just because. Honestly, the stuff that you can do from the basic stock course and the basic forex course is more than enough to make enough money to get somewhere. And end of day stuff, if it's setting up that you just make so much money, and the income generator is faster. You can make. Here was a yen one that triggered that some of you have seen. The yen one was 2% at the end of the day. That's it. This little income generator triggered 2% in. Probably another 1%, close to another 1%, 3% within 2 days. So the forex stuff just generates the way that I trade income generators, and I'm very good at them. And they were the most confusing strategy to me when I got started. And I don't know how. Somehow I think a lot of people walked away from them, and I thought, out of my ego, I was like, I've got to figure this particular strategy out. And lo and behold, it is. When all else fails, it is the least stressful because it's not like snipers where you have to sit there intraday trading, and it coins it. When the markets are trending, I kid you not, I was clocking 10% a week, and I'm looking forward to getting there again. At the moment, you can probably do about 3 or 4% a week just off a combination of income generators and stocks, and I don't even trade as much as I should actually be trading, just because the last year I've been so busy with so many other things because I do properties as well. Anyway. But this has been really, really, really good. It does explain why I'm practically single, because I can only date someone between Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning, which is not really conducive to healthy, happy trading. Dating, see, dating. I mean dating. Right. Just to go through this, you guys are doing a search. There's alarm bells should be going off when you do if we do a powerplay scan for short possibles, and then we say go. But there's just a whole lot of these. So when you get a lot like this, it's worth your while to make sure you switch on that exceeds 25-day average volume, just because you want to see more volume on that. There's a couple that I'm going to look at, but I briefly want to go through them. I want you guys to stay away from stuff with massive gaps in it, please. I want you to check the weekly as well. You should be shorting the FTSE because all the stock markets are starting to turn. I'll go through that in our coaching sessions. In this particular one, there's a nice pullback. So we are looking to go low again. We broke this low. This is a lower low. This is beautiful. The setup that is occurring here is magnificent. So there's a high test. This particular one looks really good. There's a high test bouncing off the 10-day EMA. You need to have your 10-day EMAs up there as well. That's something I cover in my coaching session. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you guys, with your particular stocks, you need to check where the next level is. That's on the weekly as well. You need to see that, you need to know where this trade is potentially going to run out. And this one's not necessarily a great one, specifically because of that gapping. Let's just have a look. I want to go through these one by one. Again, if we're shorting, we should be looking for nicely downtrending stocks. And none of so far, most of these we're trending up, and they're not really happy about it. Some of these are fine. You've got a lower high here on the weekly, but you've got a lot of, you're going to have to wade your way down through this 200 EMA and through these different things. So that's not necessarily a great one either. You guys should be looking for stuff that's that has a history of going in the direction you want it to. So here's something that's interesting. There we go. Pull back, touching the 10-day EMA. Lots of lows. Nice, healthy, steady downtrend. There's one. Look at that. Nothing in your way. You should be looking at Anglo American. That's a great one. I might do that as a trade call. Looking good. Tullow oil. Too volatile, guys. Walk away from it immediately. Downwards. Yeah, look at that. Nice downward trend. A bit of a gap there. I'm a bit nervous about that. But nice pullback, and especially if there's no prior low, this is good. This is good stuff, people. Okay, look at that one. Don't take necessarily everything I suggest. Please don't. I know I say this is good. I want you guys to, when you commit to a trade, you must say, I'm taking it for my own reasons, but I'm going to look at it because Adam thinks it's a good trade. I might not take this one. I might end this video and then decide, oh, I'm not going to take it. I just want to point your eyes to things that have potentially good setups. This is terrible, shocking. Walk away from it. It's crazy. It's loco. Upward trend here predominantly, guys. So predominantly not something we really want to look at. Vedanta. It's right near these support resistance levels. It is potentially, it's not great. It's not great. Not to say that these won't move, but I don't like it. It's not nice and easy. That's not bad. That's quite interesting. But again, predominantly in an uptrend in the weekly. Not enough of a history of a nice, serious downtrend. I mean, effectively, we're shorting stocks, and we want weak ones. We want to kill off the weak ones. There's no sympathy here. This is nature. Look at that. That is interesting. This is very unusual to get a low test like that. That's a spike of sorts on this particular stock on BP. So if you guys were trading the last one you had, you would probably be stopped out now. But that was a good run. You took this one that we did. Now I have to tell you, I find that very interesting. I'm wondering what happened there. It's unusual. Yes, if this one triggers, what I want to tell you is, that low tests are rejection of that price. But if it triggers and it starts working its way down again, it means it's all the more bearish because it has rejected that price. There's something very interesting going on here. I'm inclined to think. Excuse the noise. I'm at home at the moment, alone. I'm inclined to think that there are big institutional buyers that when BP hits a certain price, they bought. That's probably it. So potentially stay away from that, but just keep an eye on it. Investec, there we go, kind of starting to head downwards. It's banking, finance. Yeah, that's one to potentially have a look at. Investec isn't bad. No, too choppy, too just terrible, shocking. HSBC, no, not pretty enough. Sorry. Only go for the pretty ones, people. Okay, so no, shocking. Walk away from Cape. Interesting, yeah. You got a lot of levels here you got to deal with on this side, so I'm going to say walk away. Abochet. Yeah, potentially something's there. See, nice kind of low lows and low highs. Potentially, yeah, that's something to look at. Just check where your next support level is on the weekly and check that one out. BHP, Bulletin. Yeah, nice pullback. Is this a new low? Is it a new low? Is it a new low? Yeah, it is. There's a new low. Sorry, I just pulled it down and checked it against this level here. Check it here. It's got a strong support level, people. Strong support level. Yeah, okay, be careful with that one. Probably stay away from it. And then if I just take this off, there were a couple that I was looking at. I mean, the list is long. Aviva kind of caught my eye. I like this particular downtrend here, and it's broken the previous lows. So I quite like the look of that one. Was it Anglo American? No, it wasn't. It was something else. Something else. Hold on. Aviva and what was it? Saw something else. Amec. No. Trend's not really working. Anglo American, yeah, I think that was one. If I didn't mention that, it's broken to a new low here. That's a relatively good setup there. Anglo American, SR, no, stay away. Petropavlovsk, sounds like a dessert company. Yeah, no, not bad, not bad. Too choppy, walk away. Travis Perkins, no. Tello, no. Okay, there was something else that I saw that caught my eye, and I can't seem to find it here. This list is interesting to go through. Was it short? Maybe that's what I did wrong. It's going to have to be short. There we go. Telvivara, sorry, I beg your pardon. Telvivara, that looks pretty good. I didn't check what the volume is. I think it's just a volume thing on this, but I would definitely consider this one. It seems to have a relatively good bouncing off the 10-day EMA. Yeah, we'll have to see. Stay away from it, I think, if it closes ultimately above that 10-day EMA. But watch for that one. That could be quite interesting. Seems to be kind of heading down from 156, I would say, probably down to 100 is the nearest round number that I can imagine, because it's a share price. That psychologically would be a bit of a problem. People would start buying at that point. And just work your way through the list. I'm sorry, the ones that I've covered tonight are the ones that are pretty good. I'll go through them again, but the ones with the greatest volume are the ones where most of the traders are in, and so you get a lot of activity. So if everyone else is shorting it, it's effectively on your side. I looked at all the longs, there was nothing there, so nothing that I liked. So you guys should make sure that you tick exceeds the 25-day average volume, which means there's more activity happening now, which means there's more sellers. That's the implication. And make sure you're looking at short ones. And that's it. And then we just go through them. When we've done that now, we've actually determined which ones are worthwhile. So I'll post a trade call on a couple of these, but I think, yeah, I think the setups are looking pretty good. And that's it, guys. You know, be careful out there. Just, you know, there's no rush. If, you know, I'll get you guys, everyone who's only just started trading, well, it's, you know, in the beginning you might not have an eye for dating good stocks. What's with me? For selecting pedigree kind of charts. So just be careful of that. Really don't feel the need to take every single setup that occurs. Believe it or not, quite a few here will trigger. You want to take the ones that look like they have the most momentum and the most likelihood to succeed. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Happy trading. And you know, for those of you who haven't done the stock stuff, this is something that you can add to that. But again, I would prefer it if you individually spoke to me, because I know most of you. I have you know, I know what works with you guys, and whether you would be distracted and whether it's worth your while to do it now. If you're doing the Unlimited Wealth program, you're going to get there anyway. So I don't want you to feel you're missing out on stuff. You're not. You will get there. I promise you. You know, you will. Just have some faith in me, and I'm investing in you guys, and I want to make sure that you do stuff at the correct pace. But certainly, for the stock people who only have literally that particular tool at their disposal, I do encourage you to chat to me about the Forex, about learning about Forex as well. And it's just amazing. And the strategies are just the rock hard. But the income generator alone will pay off the cost of a Forex course within a couple of months. So that's just you know, that's my personal kind of thing. And if the markets are trending, that's the case. If they weren't trending, I wouldn't be saying that, but I'm pretty confident. All right, guys, be careful out there, and stay in touch, and I'll chat to you soon.